Light of certain wavelength and of energy 2 eV falls on a metal surface and liberates electrons of velocity v. When energy is increased by 50%, the velocity of electrons is doubled. The work function of the metal is. So E equal to work function plus kinetic energy in terms of velocity, half mv square. Okay, this is phi equal to energy. With 2 eV, velocity is v, energy is 2 eV. This is work function plus half mv square. When energy is increased by 50%, see, energy is 2 eV. 50% increase means E plus 50% of E equal to 1.5 E, and E is 2, therefore 1.5 times 2 is 3. So you should identify this in this statement. 2 eV is the energy, 50% increase means this becomes 3 eV equal to, this is work function plus half m, velocity is doubled, 2v whole square. Now the work function of the metal in eV is, work function of the metal means phi. I need phi means I don't want this. Observe carefully. 2 square is 4. So this 4 is extra here. Therefore multiply this throughout by 4. So it is 4, 4, 4. Now observe this and this. These two are same. This minus this 0. This minus this 3, 5. This minus this 5. Therefore phi equal to 5 by 3, which is 1.67. A source of light is placed at a distance x meter from a photocell. The stopping potential is V. If the distance is doubled, stopping potential will be V. This is photocell, okay? And here is a source of light. From the source, energy of a photon is E, or frequency is nu, or wavelength is lambda. So because of work function, there is stopping potential V. Okay, because of work function, there is stopping potential V. This distance is x. If distance is doubled, now here is the new position of source at 2x. Energy of each photon is still the same. Energy, frequency and wavelength. If energy, frequency and wavelength are same, then for the same work function, it will have same stopping potential. Something like this. This is a shop. Okay. So cost of a biscuit packet is 12 rupee. From this house, somebody goes to buy this biscuit packet and he will carry 20 rupee. So what is the change? 20 minus 12 is 8. So 8 rupee is the change. Suppose distance is doubled. A person from this house with double the distance goes to shop with 20 rupee, isn't it? Then what is the change got by him for the same biscuit packet? Again 8. So by increasing the distance, the stopping potential remains same. The change remains same. So that is why it is V. And stopping potential is affected by these three quantities and work function. These three quantities and work function. By increasing the distance, we are not altering any of this. That is why it is V. In the variation of kinetic energy of photoelectrons versus frequency of incident radiation, the slope represents kinetic energy, frequency. Students, participate. This is the graph. Y-axis, kinetic energy. X-axis, give me answer, frequency. Slope gives Planck's constant. X-intercept gives threshold frequency. Y-intercept gives work function. So slope is Planck's constant. The photoelectric threshold for a certain metal is 3600 angstrom. The maximum energy of ejected photoelectrons by radiation 2000 angstrom is. The photoelectric threshold for a certain metal is 3600 angstrom. The maximum energy of ejected electrons by radiation 2000 angstrom. So this 2000 angstrom is energy, related to energy, and this is related to work function, isn't it? See, work function for 3600 angstrom, work function is about 3.5 eV. Recall, for lambda violet, for violet wavelength 4000 angstrom, energy is about 3 eV. Since wavelength is decreased to 3600, let us increase the energy to 3.6, 3.6, 3.5, 3.6, anything is fine. Okay. Now corresponding to 2000 angstrom, energy is 6 eV. Why? For 400 angstrom, energy is 3 eV. This we know. If wavelength is halved from 4000 to 2000, then this energy should get doubled, because energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. If this is half, then energy is doubled. That is why 6 eV. What's the difference of these two? 6 minus 3.5 is 2.5. 6 minus 3.5 is 2.5. So close to 2.5, there is this option. So this is how you can guess. Which is the regular method? E equal to work function plus kinetic energy. Then this is hc by lambda, hc by lambda naught plus kinetic energy. Then kinetic energy equal to, bring this to the other side, take hc common factor, 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Substitute these values in this, simplify, that will be close to 2.76, isn't it? But please don't use such equations, it becomes a messy work. 1 by lambda, substitute lambda, then take common factor, then simplify, all those becomes very difficult to solve. Okay. Now, which is the other method? Instead of using this, instead of guesswork, this is threshold wavelength. So lambda naught is given. From lambda naught we can get phi. Phi is hc by lambda naught. H is 6.6, 10 power minus 34. C is 3 10 power 8 by lambda naught is 3600, 3.6 10 power minus 7. Answers, options are in electron volt. So divide this by charge of electron, 1.6 10 power minus 19. Students, I hope you understood this. This gives energy in joule, along with charge of electron gives energy in eV, equal to this one, this 4 times, this one, this approximately 3.6, not this will be less than 1. If this is less than 1, 4 into 1 is 4. 4 into number less than 1 should be less than 4. Write that as 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, whatever it is, doesn't matter, but close to the approximation. So phi is say 3.5 eV. Similarly, energy of incident corresponding to 2000 angstrom, 6.6 10 power minus 34 h c by lambda 2 10 power minus 7 1.6 10 power minus 19. This one, this 4 by 2, 2 into 3, 6 electron volt. Simplify 10 power, that turns out to be 10 power 0. So 6 minus 3.5 is 2.5, close to 2.5, 2.76. So here is the approximation, here is the regular method what we find in books, and this is the same thing with detailed calculation. When a microgram of matter is converted to energy, the amount of energy released will be microgram energy. So energy equivalent of mass, E equal to mc square. Mass is microgram, micro is 10 power minus 6, and this is in gram. Gram to kg, another 10 power minus 3. C square is 3 10 power 8 speed of light in vacuum square. 3 square is 9 10 power 8 square 8 10 to the power of 8 whole square is 10 to the power of 16. 10 power 16 10 power minus 9 is 10 power 7. 9 10 power 7 joule. Momentum of a photon of frequency nu. Students, recall equations. Mass energy equivalence, mc square. Energy of a photon, h nu. Momentum is mass into velocity. Here is mass and velocity. So mc equal to h nu by c. Mass into velocity is momentum, h nu by c. Suppose mass is asked, so mass equal to h nu by, bring the other c to denominator, it is c square. So this is mass, this is momentum, h nu by c. What is momentum of a particle? Expression for momentum of a particle in terms of velocity, m into v. What is momentum in terms of kinetic energy? P equal to root of 2me. So every time momentum is not m into v. This is in terms of momentum and velocity. This is in terms of momentum and kinetic energy. This is momentum of a photon. Mass of a photon of frequency nu is, so mc square equal to h nu by h nu. Energy equal to energy. So mass equal to h nu by c square. So we are tempted to take this option. This is rest mass, and this is mass in motion. Photon cannot be at rest, isn't it? So that is why h nu by c square. Rest mass of a photon of frequency nu is 0. Rest mass. Ratio of energy of a photon of frequency 200 terahertz to that of a photon of frequency 0.5 petahertz is, energy is equal to h nu, so energy is proportional to frequency. Ratio of energy means E1 by E2 is nu1 by nu2. Nu1 is 200 tera, 10 power 6 mega, 10 power 9 giga, 10 power 12 tera, so 10 power 12, 10 power 15 peta. Nu 2 is 0.5, beta is 10 power 15. Give 1 0 to this, it becomes 5, numerator is 2, 10 power 14, 10 power 14. So it is 2 by 5. A monochromatic light of frequency 3 10 power 14 Hertz is produced by a laser. Emits the power 3 10 power minus 3 watt. Find how many number of photons are emitted per second. Power is given. Power. So power equal to total energy by time by total energy by time. Total energy is number of photons, energy of each photon by time. How many photons are emitted per second means it is n by t. So n by t equal to power by h nu. Power is 3 10 power minus 3. 3 10 power minus 3. H is 6.6 10 power minus 34. Frequency is 3 10 power 14. 3 10 power 14. Look into the options. 1.5, 4.5. So calculation is very easy. This 3 get cancels with this 3. 1 by 3 is 0.33. 1 by 2, half of 1 by 3 is half of 0.33 means it's about 1.5. 0.15. So that is how they have approximated. So 1 by 6.6 is about 0.15 10 power. Simplify all these numbers because one is with 10 power 14, the other is with 10 power 16. Minus 34 plus 14 is 10 power 20. Numerator is 10 power minus 3. This is minus 20. Minus 20 goes to numerator, plus 20. 20 minus 3 is 17. What is incorrect about photon? Its rest mass is 0. Correct. Underline the incorrect word. Its rest mass is 0. Its energy is h nu. Yes, true. Energy of a photon is h nu. Its momentum is h nu by c. E equal to mc square, which is h nu. Therefore, momentum is h nu by c. This statement is also correct. It does not exert pressure. Yes, photons exert pressure. Because if these are the photons, when they fall on a surface, since photons carry momentum, they can exert pressure on the surface. So this is wrong statement. The particle with highest specific charge. Specific charge is Q by m. Charge by mass is specific charge. Now, specific charge of neutron. So specific charge of neutron is 0 because charge is 0. Charge is 0, there is some mass. Therefore, specific charge of neutron is 0. Proton, specific charge of proton is charge of proton 1.6 10 power minus 19. Mass of proton 1.67 10 power minus 27 kg. Specific charge of alpha Q by m of alpha. Alpha particle has 2 protons and 4 times the mass of proton. So this is 2 times 1.6 10 power minus 19 by mass is 4 times, approximately 4 times the mass of proton, 1.67 10 power minus 27. And beta particle is electron like. So Q by m of beta particle equal to 1.6 10 power minus 19 by mass 9.1 10 power minus 31. Observe, 10 power minus 31 is in the denominator, very small value. Therefore, specific charge of beta particle is highest. A 200 watt sodium street lamp emits yellow light of wavelength 0.6 micrometer. Assuming it to be 75% efficient in converting electrical energy to light, the number of photons of yellow light it emits per second. So power equal to total energy by time. This is power. Only 75% is converted to light. So 75% is 75% of power is 200 equal to energy is number of photons into energy of each photon divided by time. But energy is given in terms of wavelength, or wavelength is mentioned, wavelength of light is mentioned. Therefore, this is C by lambda. Therefore, N by T H C by lambda. We have to find N by T. N by T equal to number of photons emitted per second. N by T is, this is 1, this is 2, 275 is 150, 150 lambda goes to numerator, 6 10 power minus 7, here it is 0.6 micro, 0.6 micro is 10 power minus 6 or 6 10 power minus 7 meter, divided by Hc. Hc should come to denominator. H is 6.6 10 power minus 34, C is 3 10 power 8 meter per second. So 31, 32, this becomes 300, numerator is 300 10 power minus 7 by minus 34 10 power 8, 10 power minus 26 and 6.6, 6.6. Now manage 10 power, because 10 power 20, 18, 21, 21, and this numerical value should be 4.8 and 2.4. Say 4.8, 2.4, 4.8, 2.4. 3, 6, this ratio should be close to 0.48. So approximately this is twice 3, therefore 0.48, and this ratio 10 power minus plus 21, give 10 to this, it is 4.8 10 power 20. The ratio of charge by mass of a proton to that of alpha particle, charge by mass that of alpha. So charge by mass of alpha, this is proton. Charge of proton is 1 time, charge of alpha is 2 times. Now mass of proton, this mass of alpha goes to numerator, mass of alpha is 4 times the mass of proton. This is mass of proton, so it is 2:1. If you find it difficult, then simplify this step. Charge of proton by charge of alpha, mass of alpha by mass of proton. Okay. Now go from this step to this step. Charge of proton is 1 time, charge of alpha is 2 times, mass of alpha is 4 times, mass of proton is 1 time. Therefore 2:1. Specific charge of hydrogen atom is, hydrogen atom, atoms are electrically neutral, and specific charge means Q by M. Since charge is 0, specific charge is also 0. charge by some mass is 0. Atom, neutrons, charge is 0, therefore specific charge is also 0. The threshold frequency for a certain photosensitive material is nu naught when it is illuminated by light of frequency 2 nu naught. The maximum velocity of photoelectrons is nu. What will be the maximum velocity of photoelectrons when the same metal is illuminated by light of frequency 5 nu naught? 5 nu naught minus nu naught is 4. 4 is 2 square. So it should be 2V. Let us check. Energy equal to work function plus kinetic energy. This in terms of frequency h nu. This is h nu naught plus half m v square. Now energy of incident is 2 nu naught. So this is 2 h nu naught plus half m v square. Therefore this gives h nu naught equal to half m v square. Now second case for 5 nu naught. This becomes 5. Incident is 5 nu naught. Therefore 5 h nu naught equal to h nu naught plus half m v dash square. 5 times 1 time becomes 4 times. 4 h nu naught is half m v square. See, 4 times 1 time v square. 4 times, so v dash should be equal to 2v. If this is 9 times, then v dash is 9 times 3 times v, square root of this. If you find it difficult to identify, convince yourself once. Okay. 4 h nu naught equal to half m v dash square. 1 time h nu naught equal to half m v square. Divide one by the other. H nu naught, half m. So take this to this side. 4v square is v dash square. Therefore v dash equal to 2v. If E by m of electron is this and the stopping potential is 0.71 volt, then the maximum velocity of photoelectrons, E by m is given. So kinetic energy equal to 0.71 volt. So 0.71 electron volt. Kinetic energy is half m v square, which is 0.71 into charge of electron times stopping potential. This is stopping potential. Therefore V equal to, take 2 to this side, 2.71 E divided by mass under root. But E by m is given, charge by mass. Root of 2.71 E by m is 1.76 10 power 11. Now this is 10 power 11, odd number. Multiply and divide this by 10. Okay. So give 10 to this or give 10 to this. It becomes 17.6. 10 power 11 by 10 is 10 power 10. Of course, whole thing is under root. 7 into 0.71 is, 2 into 0.71 is 1.42, of course. Root of 1.42 is about 1.2. Root of 1.17.6 is about 4, slightly greater than 4. 4 square is 16 into 10 to the power of 5 after square root. 4 1.2 and this product is close to 500 kilometer per second. So this is about 5 into 100 into 10 to the power of 3. So 500 kilometer per second. The de Broglie wavelength of an electron accelerated through a potential difference V is, it is a standard question, 1.22 nanometer by root V. 1.2 nano, 1.2, no. Angstrom, 1.227 nano is 10 power minus 9 by root V. In terms of angstrom means multiply and divide this by 10. This 10 power minus 9 gives 10 power minus 10, which is angstrom. 10 into this is 1.12.27 root V. So it should be 12.27. This is 0.12. Therefore, in angstrom, this equation is wrong. If lambda proton and lambda alpha be the wavelengths of protons and alpha particles of equal kinetic energies, lambda equal to h by root of 2me. Equal kinetic energy means kinetic energy is constant. H is already a constant. Root 2 is constant. Therefore, lambda is inversely proportional to root of mass. Then we have to find the relation. Lambda proton, wavelength for proton is equal to root of mass of proton, let it be 1 unit. Then alpha particle. Lambda for alpha, mass of alpha is 4 times mass of proton. So I can write 1 time mass of proton, 4 times mass of proton. So it is 2:1. So lambda proton to lambda alpha is 2:1. Nothing but lambda proton is 2 times wavelength for alpha. De Broglie wavelength associated with an electron having kinetic energy E is lambda equal to h by p in terms of momentum, h by root of 2me. De Broglie wavelength associated with electron with kinetic energy means this. So lambda is inversely proportional to root of kinetic energy. So 1 by root of E.